We come to question number 1, which is given to prove 3 sine to the power of 4, 3 pi by 2 minus 6 plus sine to the power of 4, 3 pi plus 6 minus 2 into. Okay, now see what we have. We have the expression 3 sine to the power of 4, 3 pi by 2 minus 6, sine to the power of 4, 3 pi plus 6, minus 2 into sine to the power of 6, pi by 2 plus 6. And then we have sine to the power of 6, 5 pi minus 6. So this is a given expression, and we have to show this independent of x. So what we'll do at the beginning, we'll convert these angles in terms of something into pi by 2 plus or minus something. So we take here 3 sine to the power of 4, 3 pi by 2 minus 6 plus sine to the power of 4. We can write this one 6 into pi by 2 plus 6 minus 2 sine to the power of 6 pi by 2 plus 6 plus sine to the power of 6 10 pi by 2 minus 6. So here we have converted in this form n pi by 2 plus minus alpha, that form. Now since here all the term we can see it is even power of sine. So if the output is negative also, that will become ultimately positive. So what we'll do, we'll directly write, this is 3 means odd multiple of pi by 2. So this will become what? Cos. So what we'll write? Cos to the power of 4x plus sine to the power of 4x minus 2. This will be cos to the power of 6x. Why? Because this is 1 into pi by 2. This is sine to the power of 6x. Why? Because it's 10. Now we'll simplify this and this. 3. We can write this one as sine square x whole square plus cos square x whole square. And what we do here, we add here 2 sine square x cos square x and subtract 2 sine square x cos square x. Why we do so? So that we can write this part of the expression as sine square x plus cos square x whole square, because then we can write that one as 1. Now in another way you can think the next part also, that is sine square x plus cos square x whole cube minus 3 sine square x cos square x into sine square x plus cos square x. See, here this one, this and this technique is same. Here also you could do directly sine square x plus cos square x whole square minus this one. So that is what we have done. Or you may think in this way, that we are adding a term and then we are subtracting. And here I have done like that only, a plus b whole cube minus 3ab into a plus b, because this term we did not have. Or you can do one thing, you do this one, you add this whole thing, you subtract this whole thing. Same thing, because your basic intention is to get sine square x plus cos square x whole cube. Now after that it is 3. Here what we get, 1 minus 2 sine square x cos square x minus 2 into 1 minus 3 sine square x cos square x. This is 3 minus 6 sine square x cos square x minus 2 plus 6 sine square x cos square x. Now this gives us 1. Number 2, It is given theta less than equal to 360 and greater than equal to 0. Theta is less than equal to 360 degree and greater than equal to 0 degree. First, two subpart one part, which is asking us to solve for theta, and this expression is given. Cos square theta minus sin theta equal to 1 by 4. Now this cos square theta, what we can write, because the thing is that if it is whole thing is at in terms of only one function, trigonometric function, then it will be helpful for us. So what we'll do, we'll change cos square theta to 1 minus sin square theta minus sin theta equal to 1 by 4. Now this will be simplified to 4 sin square theta plus 4 sin theta minus 3 equal to 0. And from this, we can factorize this, that is 4 sin square theta plus, now this is 4 3s are 12, and we have to split them into two factors such that the difference is 4. So that is what? 6 sin theta minus 2 sin theta minus 3 equal to 0. So this we can write 2 sin theta common. This is 2 sin theta plus 3 minus 1 common, 2 sin theta plus 3 equal to 0. From this what we get? 2 sin theta minus 1 into 2 sin theta plus 3 equal to 0. Now, this part can never be 0. This part can never be 0. Why? If this is 0, then sin theta equal to minus 3 by 2, never possible. Or you can show in a better way also that sin theta is what? Lying from minus 1 and 1. 2 sin theta less than equal to 2, greater than equal to minus 2. Now we add 3 throughout. So 2 sin theta plus 3, lying from what? Lying from 5, 1 to 5. 2 sin theta plus 3 lying from 1 to 5. So no question of 0. There is no chance of getting 0 here. So only this can be equal to 0. So that means sin theta equal to half. Now sin theta equal to half. Now observe, they have told us to find between 0 to 360. How will you find that? We take the 4 quadrant. In this 4 quadrant, all of you know sin is positive in 2 quadrants. One is the first quadrant, one is the second quadrant. So you can have sin theta value equal to half here also. We can get the sin theta value here also. Both possible. Now in the first quadrant, obviously it is known to you that it is 30 degree. So here theta equal to what? 30 degree in this condition. Now what is the angle in the second quadrant? Children, we know one thing, that sine 180 minus theta is sin theta. Sine 180 minus theta equal to what? 2 into 90 minus theta. So that will give us sin theta. Why? 2 means what? Even number. Sine will be remaining sine only. Now 2 into 90 minus theta, that means what? 190. 290 minus something. Minus something means, why minus something? Because it is negative here, so clockwise direction. So that is the angle which you get. If it is minus, that is in the clockwise direction. So the angle times in the second quadrant, and second quadrant sine is positive, so you get sin theta only. So one angle is 30 degree. Another angle, what we get? We get here 180 minus 30. That is 150 degree. And why we get so? That you can see here. Sine 180 minus it is sin theta. So you can get here 180 minus 30, that is 150. So here there are two possible values of theta. One is 30 1 is 150. Sine is positive in two quadrants, first quadrant as well as second quadrant. First quadrant we can get very easily. Now how to get the angle in the second quadrant? 180 minus theta. Sine 180 minus theta gives us sine theta only. So here if we write 180 minus 30, so that will give us sine 150 this one, and that value will be same as sine 30. So that will be half only. So these are the two solutions which you can get. It is 2 super 2 given cos theta minus plus root 3 cos theta plus root 3 sine theta equal to 2. It is given cos theta plus root 3 sine theta equal to 2. Now the logic is very simple. Since we will like to solve by taking all the trigonometric function in one format only, either sine or cos. So what we'll do, we'll write this one as 2 minus cos theta equal to root 3 sine theta. Now to bring all of them in the same format, we'll square both sides. So what we do, 2 minus cos theta whole square equal to root 3 sine theta whole square. There is basically squaring both sides. You can write it here, squaring both sides. So what we get here, 4 plus cos square theta minus 4 cos theta equal to 3 sine square theta. Now we'll try to bring this sine square theta in terms of cos square theta. So this gives us 3 minus 3 cos square theta. Now from this what we write, minus cos square theta plus cos square theta plus 3 cos square theta. Because this was cos square theta only, we have taken minus 3 cos square theta to the left. So it is becoming change of sign means change of side means change of sign. 3 cos square theta minus 4 cos theta plus 1 equal to 0. 4 cos square theta minus 4 cos theta plus 1 equal to 0. So 4 cos square theta minus 4 cos theta plus 1 equal to 0. That is what? That is 2 cos theta minus 1 whole square equal to 0. So this is cos theta equal to half. Cos theta positive in two quadrants, either in the first quadrant or in the fourth quadrant. Cos theta is positive in two quadrants, either in the first quadrant or in the fourth quadrant. So in the first quadrant, it is very simple to understand. This will be what? 60 degree. And the fourth quadrant, what we write? 360 minus theta. So first quadrant, this will be 60 degree. And fourth quadrant, now we can check also that whether we'll get cos 360 minus theta as cos theta or not. Cos 360 minus theta equal to cos 4 into 90 minus theta. And that will give us cos theta only. Why? Because here 4 is even number and the angle lie in the fourth quadrant. So this will be positive only. So that means we'll get here cos 360 minus theta as cos theta only. So 360 minus theta, which is 300, and that will be same, the cos of that angle, that is cos of 300 and cos of 60, will give us the same output as half. So those are the two solutions. Two super 3. This tan theta plus cot theta equal to 2 sec theta. Now since it is involving tan, cot, sec. So we'll try to convert this in terms of sine and cos. Because here we have three different functions. So instead of doing that, we'll try to bring in terms of sine and cos. And then we'll try to eliminate one of sine or cos. So this is 2 by cos theta. Now this one simplification gives us sine square theta plus cos square theta by sine theta cos theta equal to 2 by cos theta. So this gives us 1 by sine theta cos theta, and that is 2 by cos theta. Now here we can take 1 by cos theta common, and what we get? 1 by sine theta minus 2 equal to 0. Now 1 by cos theta cannot be 0, because sec gives you value either greater than equal to 1 or less than minus 1. So this is only possibility that it will be 0. So therefore 1 by sine theta equal to 2. So sine theta equal to half. Sine theta equal to half, that means you know already. First quadrant it can be 30 degree, and in the second quadrant what you can have, it can be 180 minus theta. So first quadrant sine theta equal to half, you can have the angle in the first quadrant, that is 30 degree. Second quadrant you can have 180 minus 30. Why? Sine 180 minus theta equal to sine theta only. 2 into 90 minus theta. 2 means it will be remaining as sine. So sine theta is in which quadrant? Second quadrant, sine is positive. So here we can have two solutions, 30 degree and 150 degree. And you can complete this diagram. The origin is white. Subpart 4. Theta is given greater than equal to 0, less than equal to 360. We have to solve for theta. Tan to the power of 4 theta minus 4 tan square theta plus 3 equal to 0. Now here, in all the sum, they have given the restriction this one, but here they have given an additional restriction. The theta greater than 0. All the other parts, the restriction was this one, but here they have given the restriction will be greater than 0, less than 180. Now, how to solve this one? Very simple. It is given directly in the form of quadratic. It is a quadratic in the terms of tan square theta. It is also quadratic, but it is quadratic in terms of what? In terms of tan square theta. So you can write it down, which is a quadratic, in tan square theta. That is, you can write this one as tan square theta whole square minus 4 tan square theta plus 3 equal to 0. Now, what are the roots here? You can understand very easily. How? If the sum of the coefficients of any quadratic, that is what I mean to say. If we have a quadratic ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, and a plus b plus c equal to 0, then x equal to 1 must satisfy the equation. X equals to 1 must satisfy the equation. So here also, if we add the coefficient, is becoming 0. 1 minus 4 plus 3 is equal to 0. So tan square theta equal to 1 must satisfy this equation. So what do we write after this? That tan square theta minus 1 into tan square theta minus 3 equal to 0. That's what we get here. The tan square theta minus 1 in tan square theta minus 3 equal to 0. From this what we get, this implies either tan square theta equal to 1 or tan square theta equal to 3. This implies tan theta equal to plus minus 1 or tan theta equal to plus minus root 3. Now, one by one, we'll understand. That is, here we are bound to see or concentrate only within two quadrants, either first or in the second. Either first or in the second. Now, we know in the first quadrant, tan is positive. In the first quadrant, tan is positive. So, the first quadrant, what are the values we can expect to get? 1 is tan theta equal to 1 we can get, or tan theta equal to root 3 we can get. When tan theta equal to 1, when theta equal to pi by 4, when root 3, when it is pi by 3. So in the first quadrant we are getting only those values of theta tan theta for which we get the output positive. Tan theta equal to 1 or tan theta equal to root 3. That is theta is getting pi by 4 or theta is pi by 3. Now, when it is negative, that we will get in the second quadrant because we are bound only in first and second. Now, second quadrant we can get the other two values. Why you can get that you can understand here that tan pi minus theta is what? You can write this one as 2 into pi by 2. So it is minus tan theta. Why minus tan theta? Because it's the second quadrant. So just you need the minus of this tan theta equal to 1 when you need minus tan theta. So minus 1 you get. So when you take pi minus theta. So the values possible here are what? Suppose you want tan theta equal to minus 1. So theta will be what? Theta will be pi minus pi by 4, which is 3 pi by 4. And when you need tan theta equal to minus root 3, that time what will be theta? Theta will be pi minus pi by 3. So that will be what? 2 pi by 3. So here we get actually four possible values. When tan theta is positive, we get two values in the first quadrant, pi by 4 and pi by 3. When it is negative, that we will get in the second quadrant, they have mentioned here. So that will be the second quadrant, that is pi minus theta. That is pi minus pi by 4 or pi minus pi by 3. So the required solution for theta is what? Pi by 4, pi by 3, 3 pi by 4, 2 pi by 3. Now, someone can think that, okay, I'll write in the degree measure. This is in radian measure. Is in radian measure. Now, if someone wants to write this in degree measure, obviously the person can write that theta in degree. Then what will get? 45 degree, 60 degree, 135 degree, 120 degree. You can write 120 before also, no issues. 4 sin theta, 4 sin theta cos theta equal to 1 minus 2 sin theta plus 2 cos theta. Now here it is the precision like the other parts we had, greater than equal to 0 degree, less than equal to 360 degree. Now here what we'll do, we'll factorize this. How? We can take here all the term on one side, that is 4 sin theta cos theta plus 2 sin theta minus 2 cos theta minus 1 equal to 0. Now here if you take 2 sin theta common, it is 2 cos theta plus 1 minus 1 if you take common, 2 cos theta plus 1 equal to 6. Now 2 cos theta plus 1 into 2 sin theta minus 1 equal to 6. So here what you get? Here you get sin theta equal to half or cos theta equal to minus some. Now we get here sin theta equal to half or cos theta equal to minus some. The two values which are given. Now very easy to understand. One by one we'll understand. First of all, it is given sin theta. Sin theta positive in which quadrant? First and second quadrant. Now in first quadrant, sin theta equal to half. So theta must be what? Theta equal to 30 degree. Sin theta equal to half. So theta equal to what? 30 degree. That's in the first quadrant. Now in the fourth quadrant, second quadrant, sin theta is positive again. Sin theta is positive again in which quadrant? The second quadrant. Second quadrant, I can take the value as pi minus theta, or we can write 180 minus theta if you want to write in the degree measure. Why? That is sine of 2 into 90 minus theta is what? Sin theta only. So no problem. So one of the value we are getting 30, another value of theta, what we get? In this case, here theta will be what? 180 minus 30, so that will be what? 150. So what are the possible values which we are getting for sine theta here? That is, one is theta equal to what? 30 degree. Another what we get? 150 degree. Or 150. In the first quadrant, theta equal to theta 1. In the second quadrant, theta equal to 180 minus theta 1. So these are the two solutions which we get from the sine theta equal to half. Now we come to this one. Cos theta equal to minus half. Now cos theta is negative in two quadrants. One is the second quadrant, one is the third quadrant. Cos theta is negative in the two quadrant, either in the second or in third. So here we'll take here the value cos theta equal to half. We'll look for cos theta equal to half in the second and third. Now second quadrant, how can we think? Here we can say that cos of 180 minus theta equal to what? Cos of 2 into 90 minus theta. 2 into 90 means it will be cos theta only, but there is a minus sign in front because it's in the second quadrant. Now we think it in this way, that for which value of cos, which value of theta, cos will give us half, 60 degree. Cos will give us 60 degree. Now 60 degree will give us half, but we need minus half. So what we'll write here, the theta equal to 180 minus 60. That is 120 degree. Because here you can see theta is 60, so cos theta equal to half, minus in front, minus half. Now we come to the third quadrant. Third quadrant, what will happen? Again, children, cos of 180 plus theta will be what? Cos of 2 into 90 plus theta. Now 2 means cos will be cos, third quadrant means minus, so minus cos theta. Now in third quadrant, what we have? This is 180 minus 6, so this will be 180 plus 60. This is theta equal to what? 180 plus 60. So that will be what? 240. So we will get here either in the second quadrant or in the third quadrant. And why will get minus that you can understand from here. So here the required solutions are 30 degree, 120 degree, 150 degree, and 240 degree. So these are required values of theta which will get so that this equation is true. It is given cosec alpha minus beta equal to 2 by root 3. Sec alpha plus beta equals to root 2. And we have to find the positive values of alpha beta. That is the solution which we need, that alpha beta should be greater than 0. Now at first we come to this one. Cosec alpha minus beta. So one of the value of alpha minus beta, one of the value of alpha minus beta should be equal to 60. Because cosec theta equal to 2 by root 3 means theta equal to 60 degree, one of the value. Because you know in other quadrant you can have different values.
second quadrant you can have a value. Even you give a circle and come in the first quadrant, you can get the other value. Like that, you can get various values. Now, sec alpha plus beta. Now, suppose someone is thinking, okay, I'll write here alpha one of the value as 45 degree. The problem is what? Problem is that the solution needs us to get positive value. If someone is taking alpha plus beta 45, whereas alpha minus beta equal to 60, then one of the value, one of the angle must give us negative value. So you cannot take this. If you take alpha plus beta, if you solve it, you will get one of the angle is coming negative. Obviously, your sum is 45, difference is 60. So obviously it will come negative, one of the angle will be negative only. So what we can do? Here we can think it in this way, that sec is positive in which quadrant? Obviously in the first quadrant, there is one possibility is there. But except that also, we have another possibility. Here we can have this one possibility, another possibility in the fourth quadrant also. Because fourth quadrant sec is positive. Fourth quadrant sec is positive. So if I take an angle in the fourth quadrant, then it is quite easy for us, because that time it will be much greater than 45. Now what is that angle? We can take it as 360 minus theta. What is theta? Theta is 45. How? You see sec 360 minus theta. What is the meaning? Meaning is sec 4 into 90 minus theta. 4 means it will be sec only sec theta. Now this is in which quadrant, children? Fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant sec is what? Positive. So what we can write this one, this angle as 360 minus 45. So now we can say that one of the angle or one of the value for alpha plus beta is, right now, one of the value of alpha plus beta equal to 3152. 360 minus 42, 315. Now if we proceed, that is suppose this equation 1, this equation 2. If we add these two equation on adding equation 1 and 2, what we get? Alpha plus beta equal to 315. Alpha minus beta equal to 60. If we add, we get 2y alpha equal to what? 375. What we get? 2y alpha equal to 375. So therefore alpha is what? Alpha will be 187 degree and 30 minutes. Now, once we got alpha, or if we subtract these two, then what we get? Or you can just substitute the value of, putting the value of alpha, putting the value of alpha in equation 2. What we get? Beta equal to 187 degree 30 minutes minus 60 degree. So that will give us what? 127 degree and 30 minutes. 127 degree and 30 minutes. So very simple sum. Just here you have to understand that if we take one of the angle as alpha plus beta is 45, so that is coming less than 60. So if you add up, it will not help you out, because one of the angle will be negative, but it will be both positive. So you have to take the fourth quadrant. Then you can get the value. It is given tan 25 degree equal to A. And we have to prove that tan 155 minus tan 115 degree divided by 1 plus tan 155 into 115 equal to 1 minus a square by 2. Now it's a very simple sum, because if you can understand the logic here, logic is very simple. That is, basically we are given two angles. One is 155 and this is 115, which you have to express in terms of 25. This is a given value. Now we have tan 155. Tan 155, what we can write? Tan 180 minus 25. Now this means what? Tan 2 into 90 minus 25. 2 into 90 means it will be tan only, so tan 25. But minus sign. Why minus sign? Why here minus sign suddenly? You can see here by taking this one that here this is y, this is x, this is origin, x prime, y. Now here this is 90, this is 91. Minus something. Why minus something? Because the angle is terminating in the second quadrant. Second quadrant tan is what? Negative. So you have put a minus 25. Tan of minus 25. Tan of minus 25 is minus 6. Next, this was the first one done. Next we come to tan 1,150. That is what? Tan 1 into 90 plus 25. Now tan 1 into 90 plus 25. 1 means here odd. Odd means here it is cot 25. But here also angle dimension in the second quadrant. Why? Because you see 190 plus something. So the angle dimension in which quadrant? The second quadrant. Second quadrant tan is what? Tan is negative. Here what you have applied? You have applied tan, so tan is negative. So you get minus what? 125. So that is minus 1 by tan 25. So minus 1 by e. Now we'll substitute these values in this equation, in this LHS part. So write down, we will substitute in this LHS part. Write down LHS. It is tan 155 minus tan 115 degree by 1 plus tan 155 degree tan 115 equal minus a minus of minus 1 by a whole divided by 1 plus tan 155, that's minus a, into minus 1 by a. Now if you simplify, this will be 1 minus a square by fifth one. It is said, prove that the expression sine cube 2 pi minus theta cos cube 2 pi minus theta tan pi minus theta into sec square pi plus theta divided by cos square divided by cos square 3 pi by 2 plus theta into sine cube 2 pi plus theta cosec square pi minus theta into sine theta is independent of theta. So what we have here sine cube 2 pi minus theta, cos cube 2 pi minus theta, tan pi minus theta, and sec square pi plus theta, cos square 3 pi by 2 plus theta, sine cube 2 pi plus theta, cosec square pi minus theta, sine. Now children, first of all, obviously we'll at first what we'll do. The first step will be to convert the pi format in terms of something product of pi by 2 minus something. That is the first step we'll do. So this is tan 2 pi by 2 minus theta sec square 2 into pi by 2 plus theta divided by cos square 3 pi by 2 plus theta. Sine cube 4 pi by 2 plus theta. Cosec square 2 pi by 2 minus theta. Sine. So what we have done, we have expressed the angle in terms of some multiple of pi by 2 plus minus theta like that. Now children, after that, you know when it's odd multiple of pi by 2, then it will change to its complementary function, else it will remain same. Now here what we observe 4, that means sine will remain as sine. Here in all the cases we have the numerator even only. So in a numerator we can write sine cube theta. Obviously sine will put here positive negative. It is in the negative only because you can see this is the fourth quadrant. I'll explain this also. In this case, it is in the fourth quadrant, but cos is positive in the fourth quadrant. So this will be cos cube theta. Next one, tan is negative in the second quadrant. So this will be what? Minus tan theta. Sec square is given. So no need to sing sign because ultimately it will be positive. If it is negative also, here it is negative definitely, but square is there, so it will be positive. Denominator. Denominator it is cos square, so it is negative or positive in material, though it will be positive 3 pi by 2 plus theta. So here it will be what? It will be sine square theta. Next one, 4 pi by 2 plus theta means first quadrant, so this would be cos cube theta. No, it is sine cube theta only because it's an even multiple, it is sine cube theta. Even multiple means it will be sine cube. Now cosec square, that is it is 2. 2 means even number. So this will be what? Cosec square into sine theta. So at first what we have done, we have expressed in terms of multiple of pi by 2 done. Here also the same thing. Now when even number, it will be remaining the same. When odd number, it will change. Like in this case, it is changed. Others, it is the same thing. Now it is in which quadrant? 4 pi by 2 minus theta. This is in the fourth quadrant, so minus sine. Minus sine theta whole cube minus sine cube theta. This is in the fourth quadrant, positive only, no problem. This is in the second quadrant. Second quadrant tan is what? Second quadrant tan is negative, so minus. Here sec is a negative in the third quadrant, but it is square, so it is positive. This is 3 pi by 2 plus theta. Fourth quadrant, but it is square, so it will be sine square only. This is odd. Here it is what? Even, so this will be sine. Cosec square, this will be what? Cosec square only, and here sine. Now this will be minus into minus, this will be plus. Now what we have? Sine cube theta, sine square theta, sine theta. So sine cancel out. Here what we understand? This one is cancelled out. Minus minus plus cancel out. Now what is the resting we are left with? Cosec cube theta and here tan theta. Tan theta means what? Sine by cos. Here 1 by cos square. So this will cancel out. Cos cube theta will be cancelled out with this one and this one. So in the numerator we are left with only sine. Denominator it is sine cube theta into cosec square theta. That is 1 by sine square theta. So only sine theta. So ultimately this is 1, which is independent of theta. Which is independent of theta. It's given tan 15 degree equal to minus 15. And this is given, and what you can find, we have to show basically that 2 tan 1095 degree plus cot 975 degree plus tan minus 195 degree equal to 4 minus 2 degree. So this we have to show. Here this is given, we have to replace that. We have to express everything in terms of tan 15 degree. Now how do you do that? See, LHS. LHS. 2 tan 1095. So what we can write 1095 as? It is 12 into 90 plus 50. Next, what we can write? We can write here as it is 975. So what we can do? It is 11 into 90 minus 50. Next, tan of minus is minus tan theta. So it is 2 into 90 plus 50. Now, 12 into 90. So this will be what? 2 tan 50. And this is the first quadrant. Why first quadrant? It is 1290. We know 490 gives a circle. Here 1290, so basically 3 circles. We'll have here 3 circles. Okay. Plus something. So this is the thing. Plus something. So this will be in which quadrant, children? This will be in the first quadrant. Angle dimension in the first quadrant positive. Now this one. 1190 minus 60. 1190 means what? 1190 means here 190, 190, 290, 390, 490, one circle, 890, another circle, 990, 1090, 1190, minus something. So if it is 1190 minus something, what we understand this will determine which quadrant? Third quadrant. In a third quadrant, what is what? Third quadrant, what is positive? So here what we'll do, 11 means here it will be 10. Now we come to the next one. It is minus 10, 15. Why 10, 15? It is 290. It is 2 into 90 plus 15. 2 into 90 plus 15 means 190. Second 90 plus something. So this is terminating in which quadrant? It's terminating in the third quadrant. Third quadrant 10 is what? Third quadrant 10 is positive. So the result is what? Twice 10, 15. Now 10, 15 value is given. 2 minus 15. So this will be what? 4 minus 2 root 3. Cos 2 pi 2p pi plus pi minus pi by 4 whole divided by sine q pi plus minus 1 to the power of q pi by 4. This we have to prove it is 1 where p and q are integers. Where p and q are integers. So here we have to deal with these two things separately. So at first we take like we have cos 2p pi plus minus pi by 4. Now children, here we can have two cases. Case 1, p is even. Now when p is even, what we can write? P equal to 2k or k belongs to 0. Now here it becomes cos 2 into 2k pi plus minus pi by 4. Now 2k pi, 2k into 2k pi. So here you can write it in this. So you know that whenever the sum is given, we try to express some multiple of pi by 2. So I take here a 2 and multiply here by 2. So here what we get, children, cos of 8k pi by 2 plus minus pi by 4. Now, since it is an even multiple of pi by 2, definitely the output which we will get from here will be cos pi by 4. Now, next what you have to see that this value which is given, this angle which is given to us, that is lying in which quadrant? First or second quadrant? Now, see children, it is actually 4k pi by 2 plus minus pi by 4. This is a multiple of 4k. We can think it in this way. That is, this is 4 pi by 2. We can think it in this way, the given angle. 4 pi by 2 into 2k. plus minus pi by 4. Now 4 pi by 2 means what? 4 pi by 2 means a complete circle. 4 pi by 2 means children a complete circle. Now after that is 2k. That's 2k times you are giving the circle. 2k times you are taking this circle. No problem. Ultimately enter at this point only, at the initial line only. After that, if you take plus pi by 4, if you take plus pi by 4, you will land in the first quadrant. If you take minus pi by 4, angular diameter in the fourth quadrant. So this angle terminates in first or fourth quadrant, and in both the quadrant cos is positive. So this value is what? 1 by root. This value is what? 1 by root. Now we take case 2. Here it was even number. Now we take the odd case. Case 2. When P is odd. Now when P is odd, P equal to 2k plus 1, where k belongs to 0. Now the expression which is given to us, that will become 2 into 2k plus 1 pi plus minus pi by cos 4k pi plus 2 pi plus minus pi by. Now, instead of splitting it out also you could do. How? Here you see it is 2 and we multiply here by 2. So this shows what even multiple of pi by 2. Basically from here what we can understand is the even multiple of pi by 2. Even multiple of pi by 2 means ultimately it is cos pi by 4 for sure. Now why you have split it? We have split it just to see that in which quadrant this lies within C. Nothing else. So here how can you understand? 4k pi. 4k pi someone can think in this way also. Pi by 2 into this. That means what? See. Here x, y, x by y. Now this one, if someone simplifies, then the person will write this as 2k into 4 pi by 2 plus 2 pi plus minus pi by 4. Now 2k into 4 pi by 2. 4 pi by 2 means one complete circle. 4 pi by 2 means what? A complete circle. Now that complete circle has been taken how many times? 2k times. Ultimately initial line only returning plus 2 pi. Again giving a complete circle returning to the initial line. After coming to the initial line, either plus pi by 4. If it is plus pi by 4, that means it will time into the first quadrant. If it is minus pi by 4, this will time it in the fourth quadrant. Either first or in fourth. Why? This is again the initial line. 2 pi means second initial line. Plus minus pi, either this or this. So the angle terminates where? The whole angle terminates in first quadrant or in fourth quadrant. And both the quadrant cos is positive. So the ultimate answer is 1 by root. So what do you get? The answer is 1 by root. Now next part. This was for cos part. The cos from both the case if we combine, it is 1 by root 2. So the numerator is what? 1 by root. Now we come to the denominator part. Denominator is given what? Sin q pi plus minus 1 to the power of q pi by. So here for q we have to take the cases. Case 1, Q equal to 2. K belongs to 0. So sine 2k pi plus minus 1 to the power of 2k into pi by. Now from this what we can write? If we simplify, sine 4k into pi by 2 plus pi by 2. Since it is an even multiple of pi by 2, so this will be sine pi by 4. Now we have to understand which quadrant this angle. I mean, this angle definitely turns in the first quadrant, and we will understand that. How you see. Here this is y, this is x prime, origin x, and is y. Now we can write this one as 4 pi by 2 into k plus pi by 2. Now 4 pi by 2 means what? A complete circle. K means k times. So k times if we multiply, we'll come back to the initial line. Plus pi by 4. That means it is terminating in which quadrant? First quadrant. This terminates in which quadrant? First quadrant. In first quadrant, sign is what? Positive. So 1 by 2. Now take case 2. Case 2. We take here 2 to be an odd number. K belongs to 0. So this will be what? Sine 2k plus 1 pi plus minus 1 to the power of 2k plus 1 pi by 4. Now this gives us what? Sine 2k pi plus pi minus pi by 4. For finding whatever the sine or cos, that you can understand from here only by taking a 2. So you are sure about one thing, that this will be sine pi by 4. Now you have to understand which quadrant this terminus. Based on that you can conclude. And that is also very easy. 2 pi into k. You can think it in this way. It is 2 pi into k. 2 pi means one complete circle. And k times means you can understand k times circle you come. So this is x prime, this is the origin. Now here k times circle. We'll round up here how many times? K pi. 2k pi means 2 pi means complete circle, k means k times. After that you will return to the initial line. From initial line again you have to do pi and declare. Minus pi by 4. Minus means clock. So the angle terminates where? In the second quadrant. Now second quadrant, sign is what? Sign is positive. So this angle terminates in second quadrant. And second quadrant sign is what? Positive. So here what is the answer? 1 by 2. So what we understand, for this whole things, it is 1 by root 2. For cos also, we have 1 by root 2. For various conditions, 1 by root 2. So this is 1 by root 2, this is 1 by root 2. And if we divide, we are definitely getting 1. So just the concluding line you can write here, that from 1 and 1, we are taking this one as 1. This one we take as 2. This one we take as 3. And this one we take as 4. So what we can say, that from 1 and 2, cos 2p pi plus minus pi by 4 is 1 by root 2. And from 3 and 4, sine q pi plus minus 1 to the power of q pi by 4 equal to 1 by root 2. Therefore, cos 2p pi plus minus pi by 4 pi. Sine q pi plus minus 1 to the q pi by 4 equal to 1.